This is WPTV, William Patterson Television.
Welcome back to the Nest. The MLB postseason is upon us. It is the final weekend of the regular season. Here to break down all the latest stories in Major League Baseball is Dan, Lamont, AJ, and Nick. The Tigers are on the verge of having an absolute collapse in one of the worst seasons in baseball history, leading the AL Central by 12.5 games in late August. And now with the Guardians tied with them, Karp, why don't you bring us through this collapse of the Tigers here?
It's been an absolute collapse here in the second half for the Tigers, batting .252 to start, .238 to end it off, 749 OPS, 705. So the offensive statistics have plummeted. The .373 ERA as a team, .439 after the break, and a .122 WHIP before and after. The Tigers were 59-38 to start. They've been 27-35 after the All-Star break. And a month ago today, they were 12.5 games up on the Guardians in first place, and now today they are tied with the Guardians, and Guardians a tiebreaker.
I know, it's what a turnaround for these Tigers, an absolute dumpster fire for
Literally.
Detroit.
Yeah.
AJ, I'll swing things over to you. What happened to the Tigers?
I really think it's just the pressure that got to them, man. Like, you're leading for months. You have a 12.5 lead over, and a few bad plays. The pressure continues to build. It's a tight race, and also when they played Cleveland a couple days ago, I mean, they allowed 3 bunts in a row that got on first base, and eventually Cleveland to come back and win. So that's not going to help you win games, and and that's how you collapse when you keep building and building, and that's what happens.
Ma, I'll go to you. Talk to me about what happened to the guys in Motown.
Hey, Coach, just let you know you look great today, brother.
Thank
but
you.
anyways, what happened with the Tigers, they grew stagnant. They grew lazy. A team that made it to the playoffs last year, but since then, 10 years prior to that was the last time they were in the playoffs. After the break, they had, the month of September, they batted .235 as a team. They've lost to teams such as the Guardians, the Mets, teams that won it, lost to the White Sox, but they handled the Yankees. Yeah, that's fine. They got lazy. Overall, as a team, they were lazy. They didn't want it. These guys are not ready for the playoffs, and the Guardians are sneaking up on them.
So what happened to Detroit?
I'm going to say it's their starting pitching beyond Skubal. I mean, besides Skubal, you really have nobody reliable on that staff. Flaherty's 8-15. That's not going to get it done. And then you got Casey Mize, who has almost 5 ERA over his past 15 starts. So I'd blame it on the starting pitching, if anything.
Karp?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with the poor lineup performances, specifically from their All-Stars. Riley Green, Gleyber Torres, Javier Baez all started for the American League in the All-Star game and has posted under 300 on-base percentage, 20 home runs combined between the three of them, and an under 700 OPS combined since the All-Star break. That's not going to cut it. Riley Green, great season when it's all said and done. But Javier Baez, when you look at his season as a whole, back to where he was just 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the guys in Motown. The Yankees are now back in the postseason after a clinching hit by Jose Caballero, and now the Yankees are dancing back into the postseason. Ma, I'll go to you. Who needs to step up for the Yankees in the postseason now?
Without a doubt, has to be Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe, man, this guy, he's this young man from Del Bar, New Jersey, needs to step it up. So far this season, he's had 4 hits and 1 run against the Red Sox. If the Yankees play the Red Sox in the playoffs, how it's looking 4 against 5, they're going to have to handle with Volpe, and I don't know if Volpe's going to be ready with that.
Yeah, Volpe has not had the best of season. The Yankee fans have not been appreciative of his play in 2025, but Durso, I'll swing things over to you. Who needs to step up?
I'm going to say Cody Bellinger. You know, career in the postseason, he's batting .211. Not very good. I mean, that's not going to get the job done. He's got an abysmal .661 OPS. And, you know, he's going to have to step it up, much like Juan Soto stepped it up for the Yankees last year. I think Bellinger's going to have to fill some shoes and, you know, do the same kind of thing for the Yankees.
Karp?
I'm going to go into the bullpen. I'm going to go with Camilo Doval, one of the Yankees' offseason acquisitions. Back in this past trade deadline, Camilo Doval has not been great since coming to the Yankees. An ERA over 5, WHIP approaching 1.7, which is abysmal. And as the Yankees kind of give a bag of chips for Camilo Doval, the Yankees into the trade deadline looking for guys with swing and miss stuff. And Camilo Doval, with that 100-mile-an-hour cutter we know he has, he needs to step up in the postseason for guys to strike guys out in those 7th and 8th innings.
AJ, round us out for question 2. Who needs to step up for the Bronx Bombers?
I gotta say it, man. It's been saying for like the past 3 years, but Aaron Judge, man, El Captain, bro, he's got to actually step it up, man. He's been terrible in the postseason. Great regular season hitter, but he's got 34%. He got a 34% strikeout, highest in MLB history. In the past 3 years, Giancarlo Stanton has carried this Yankees to the playoffs. Last year it was Juan Soto and Jazz Chisholm. This man really got to step it up. If he's gonna be the captain for New York and he's gonna perform this bad, yeah, he's got to step it up.
The Mets starting rotation has been a question the entire season, with still having a chance to make the playoffs, sitting a full game ahead of the Reds in the wild card race. AJ, I'll go to you. Who do you think? Who will be the starting rotation if they make the playoffs?
Hold on 1 second. Let me get my Mets hat on right now. But, yo, if you're going to have a starting rotation, you got to have Nolan McKean. I mean, he's the best young talent in the game. Been helping, it's been great so far. Next thing you know, you got to go a little wild card, go Brandon Sprout, and, of course, the experience, David Peterson, 100%.
Has to be Nolan McClain, has to be Clay Holmes, and it has to be David Peterson. Man, so far this lineup hasn't looked good for the Mets, and what they give to the playoffs, if they make it to the playoffs, Nolan gives you the best chance. Peterson is a lefty, so it's something different, and Holmes has that playoff experience. Maybe it's something that the Mets need. I don't know. I don't think they'll make it.
They're going to make the playoffs, man. Don't say that. They're going to make the playoffs.
We'll see about that.
Juan Soto, MVP, baby. That's what's going to happen.
He barely performed, AJ.
I don't matter, bro. It don't matter, bro. Juan Soto's going to win the MVP, bro. Men's winning World Series. I'm telling you. I'm calling it.
So I'll go to you.
I think I'm going to have to go with the trio of, well, actually, not really a trio because I'm throwing a little mix on the end of it, but it's going to be McLean, Game 1, Sproat, Game 2, and then a combination of Peterson and Holmes in Game 3. I like the combination of Peterson and Holmes. Like Lamont said, playoff experience with Holmes. I would like putting him into a playoff game, and I like Peterson in the big spots. I know he struggled as of late, but I think I like that combination I put together.
Karp, who's the Mets starting rotation if they make the playoffs?
I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to go left, right, left. I'm going to go Peterson, Nolan McLean. I'm going to go put Shamania in there. As you said, you like David Peterson in those tough spots. I like Shamania in those tough spots. I think he pitched really well under pressure for the Mets last season. And like everybody knows here, I'm a big fan of Shamania. And I also think that he'll pan out well against that Dodgers lineup, which is pretty left-handed heavy. So put that lefty-on-lefty matchup. I think Shamania could sneak his way in the starting rotation for the Mets in the wild card.
The tribal chief. I like it.
Man.
Changes are coming to Major League Baseball. It was announced on Tuesday that an automated balls and strike system will be coming into play in 2026, and the fans and players have been long wanting this to come to fruition. Daniel, explain to us what this automated ball and strike system is.
Yeah, this is going to be a great thing for the MLB. It's ABS coming to MLB in 2026. Big changes are coming to the MLB in 2026. MLB officially announces the automatic balls and strike system. They have been testing the system in the minor leagues, spring training, and in this year's All-Star game. The technology accurately can depict whether a pitch is just a ball or strike in seconds. Players can tap their hats or helmets to show that they are looking to challenge the pitch. Each team gets 2 challenges per game. If correct, the challenge is retained. If not, it'll be lost. The ABS system will be part of all MLB regular season and postseason games in 2026.
Nice explanation from you, Mr. Karp.
Oh, thank you.
Nick, I'll go to you. What are your thoughts on this ABS system?
I think it's huge. I mean, the umpires, I feel, this year have been just abysmal.
They get worse by the year.
Yeah, like they're just, I don't know what they're doing back there. Might have some money on some games, have no idea, but I think it's huge. You know, guys like, for what comes to mind for me is Soto. Like, he's such a great hitter. He knows the zone so well. I feel like a lot of at-bats he may have had this year may have been, you know, taken away from the umpires. You know, having that challenge might help.
Karp, break us down even further. Talk to me about what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing for the MLB. We saw the NFL implementing the virtual first down marker. I think it's going to be huge for Major League Baseball. We talked about it on the Diamond on Brave New Radio the other day, how it might lead to less managerial ejections in the game. But I think it's going to be a huge step up from what we see in the past, as umpires could get themselves a little break, probably.
AJ, your thoughts?
Like everybody said, man, the umpires are terrible. They can't see. They might be having money on the game, but it's a great thing, man. You know, players can finally, can challenge, and teams get 2 challenges. And if they get it right, they get an extra challenge. So why not, man? It makes the game more interesting, more fun.
Mont, finish us off with your thoughts.
And listen, I absolutely love this rule. The game is evolving. Everything is evolving all around. Now, if you think about it, it's going to be great. Players are going to get a chance to get the opportunity that they deserve. We're Yankees fans, so we know a lot about that.
Aaron Judge.
Exactly. So we know a lot about that.
Terrible.
At least we're going to have a chance to challenge and beat right.
We'll be back with more MLB when the postseason is underway. For now, let's check back in with goalie and the NFL crew to break down the NFL next on WP Sports Stuff.
Go Mets.